All right, and welcome. Today we're on the bayou down in Louisiana, and that's just a state of mind. So we're going to be doing some wonderful jambalaya today. Now, how did I get the idea for this? Well, I think it was late on a Sunday night and I wanted some food, but the only place that serves good jambalaya in town is on the other side of town. So I just didn't feel like driving all of a sudden, and I said, well, maybe I can make my own jambalaya. And I kind of just came up with this myself here. Now, there's probably some other recipes out there on the web, and this is just what I've been doing for jambalaya, and it's really good. So follow along and check it out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some rice here. Now I use, this is not minute rice. You could probably use some minute rice if you wanted to, but I use the 25-minute stuff. So you're going to want to make some rice with stock. I use 2 cups of rice and 4 cups of stock. Get that going. You're going to want to use some chicken stock in your rice. I think I have used beef stock before. It can work, but we're going to use chicken stock is what I usually use. So 2 cups of regular rice, 4 cups of broth, and let's get this rice cooking, and then we're going to fry up some chicken and get our chicken going, and I'll be right back with you. Now, I already know that one of those containers is pretty much 2 cups, so I'm just going to pour the whole thing in here, and that's your 2 cups of broth. That'll be just fine. All right, now our chicken is getting fried up, and I'm going to add a little Cajun seasoning to this here. Not a big deal. Just fry that up. That's plenty of seasoning on that one. There we go now. Just fry that up, and then we'll be on with building our dish. So you want to, this is just how I do it. I fry my chicken and get it all going, and then we're going to fry some sausage here, and then we'll start building the dish with the onions and the rice and everything. Now, as far as sausage is concerned, you can use any type of sausage pretty much other than breakfast sausage or maybe Italian sausage. You could use the andouille, you could use the kielbasa, you could use smoked sausage. Today I'm actually using a turkey smoked sausage made by Butterball, so I'm going to try that. I'm sure it'll be just fine. It's smoked sausage with turkey is what I'm using. But let's do that. I'm going to fry up my chicken, and I'm going to caramelize my sausage a little bit. I like it to be caramelized and have a little bit of that black crispy stuff on it. And then we'll add in our onions and rice and everything else and be on our way. So I'll be back with you when we're ready to do all that. All right, now for my recipe, I'm using boneless chicken thighs there, and you could use any type of chicken. Just get some meat in there. It could be breast meat, whatever. I don't care. You could grill or smoke drumsticks and peel the meat off the bone, whatever. Just get some meat in there. All right, the chicken's done there. In with the sausage. I like to caramelize that. Well, now there, we have our chicken and our sausage, and I tasted that. The turkey smoked sausage is going to be just lovely. It tastes very similar. It's pretty good. So, you can see our pan. I'm going to have to deglaze that, but let's get our onions going in here now, and we'll start to build this jambalaya here. It moves fast from now on out. You just saute some onions, some green peppers, and then you mix everything together with some seasoning and a little tomato paste. Here we go. Now, I did have to deglaze that pan a little bit. It got a little bit crusty for my liking, so I actually had to take those onions out and deglaze my pan and clean it up. I got a little bit burned on there, so time for some green peppers here. All right. The onions are cooking. Now just add a little green pepper in there. There we go. That ought to be fine. More. Now, if you notice, I don't really measure this stuff. I got about a pound of chicken, I got 1 package of sausage, and a couple handfuls of green pepper, and I got 2 small onions or 1 large onion. Just it's up to you. It's not an exact science here. You just kind of make up a little rice with some stir-fry stuff in it here. A little bit of garlic there. All right, now I just added the garlic in there. It's time to build this dish. You just now want to take all of your ingredients and combine them. Your meat and your rice I got ready here. Throw it all in there with some oregano and some hot sauce and some tomato paste. And you got jambalaya. Here we go. Now my pot's a little bit small. This is a lot of food here, but we're going to give it a go here. I turn the heat down because all this stuff's going to burn. And all right, let's put our meat in there. Now this is going to be a full pot of food here. Throw your rice in there. Now, like I said, I did use the normal rice that takes about 20 minutes to cook. If you used minute rice, just make it with stock instead of water. So follow the directions on the box, but use stock instead of water. All right, we got a little bit of oregano. I like to spice it up pretty good, though. The more spices you get in there, the better it is. Put some nice oregano on that rice. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is add some tomato paste. I just use a whole 2-ounce can, or excuse me, that's a 6-ounce can. I put the whole little can in there. That's a small can. Now you just want enough to make sure you get the rice stained red. Everything should be kind of red in color. So as much as you can afford to put in there, and you don't want to underdo it. I found if you just put a couple of spoonfuls, it's not as good. When you put a whole can, you get a nice full flavor. I like the flavor it gives. So put a can in there and make sure that stains all of your rice red and gets a nice red color. That's where that red color is coming from. So mix that in. All right, I got that rice mixing in. Now you're going to want to put a few bay leaves in here. Throw some bay leaves in, and now add some Tabasco. Or maybe some Louisiana hot sauce. I really like the Tabasco. And some cayenne pepper put in there, and maybe a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder, and you got some jambalaya. You're going to want to also add a little salt in there. The chicken stock that I used is either unsalted or low sodium chicken stock. And you kind of want to just, you gotta salt to taste there, and a little pepper, of course. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some butter in there and stir it up, and then we will be ready to eat some jambalaya. I'm just going to throw this right on in there. There we go. Stir that up. All right, folks, that's about it. I tried to keep this real simple now. I'm going to stir that butter in there and get it all mixed up real good, and we're going to eat a plate of jambalaya here. I'm getting hungry. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And remember, we got a lot of stuff on our channel. There's a lot of variety. We do firewood, we do cooking, we do car maintenance, all kinds of stuff. So please subscribe and just be ready for whatever comes at you. Thanks a lot. Well, all right now there's our finished jambalaya, and I like to enjoy mine with a nice glass of tea. And today I'm drinking my tea straight up with no sugar in it because I'm trying to watch the empty calories. So enjoy it and have a great day, and I hope you like making this dish. I'll see you guys next time.